Now, few would disagree that going through a divorce can be one of the biggest challenges anyone will face in their lifetime. The hardships of marriage breakdown were central to the 1996 Hollywood hit The First Wives Club, where Diane Keaton, Goldie Hawn and Bette Midler pursue their former husbands after being dumped.
But how do
I am very sorry I ever met you, and I am sorry that I allowed myself to love you for all those years. I'm sorry I did nothing but be there for you every minute of every day and support you in your every move!
She's angry.
Not all divorces are that funny.
I hope not. But, oh, I hope so. How do you gain independence if your spouse was the one who handled your life's finances? Joining us now is financial guru Wilson Luna from yourfamilyyourmoney.com. Good morning, Wilson.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Well, thank you,
Pretty
mate.
good.
Thanks for coming in.
Is it mostly women who are caught in this post-marriage financial trap?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, traditionally, women take on the role of bearing the children. So, as it stands at the moment, mostly they're the ones that sort of let go of the finance during the marriage, and when, if for whatever reason, the split happens, you're sort of left alone. Yeah, it's tough.
Do you find more and more that women in a partnership are starting to take control of the family finance? I know, you know, for example, in rural Australia, women traditionally kind of ran the finances. Yeah. Are you finding that more and more happening in the city as well?
I think it's definitely changing, and I think when it comes to taking care of the finances, one of the things women still take care of the finance from a day-to-day perspective, but do they take care of the investments and do they take care of the bigger things? They're still leaving it up to the male in a traditionally sense. It is shifting, though, slightly.
So should women take a greater role within the marriage when it comes to finances?
Absolutely, for so many reasons, but yeah, more than anything else, it's just a matter of, it's dual accountability, because you basically, both in the marriage, you should both sort of sit there and say, OK, where are we, where do we want to go? And if both of you know the journey, it's a lot easier to get there.
So, Wilson, you know, obviously in any divorce there can be a breakdown of trust, I suppose, and a breakdown in the friendship. Yeah. So what's the best way to approach a former partner to gain, you know, an honest picture of your financial position?
Yeah. Well, if for whatever reason you're facing that exact situation, for whatever reason you find that the partner's amicable, by all means sit down and try and be as honest as possible. Whilst on the other hand, if you find that there's a lot of resistance, go back, try and gather as much information from your accountant, solicitor, financial advisor, as much as you can. Once you gather that information, great, go to the next step and get your own dream team, because if he's had the relationship with the advisor and everything, it's good for you to start getting your own relationship set up.
How do you sort that out? How do you work out the dream team? Are there courses or things you can do to work out this information?
There are courses. Look, we looked around a lot lately, and one of the things we found was there was a shortage in those financial independence courses where you basically can get up to speed quickly. So we tailored one specifically for that, and we do it bi-monthly. It's called Financial Independence Bootcamp. You know, people want to find out a bit more about it, by all means, go to Sunrise website. They should be able to find out a bit about it.
Good stuff.
But it's important that they get, you know, skilled up. It's so important, particularly
if you have a family accountant and, say, a family solicitor who handles, you know, your deeds and things, and then you split, is that person under a legal obligation to provide information to both parties, or only to the person who's paying them after the split?
It comes down to who owns the asset. It comes down to so many little details that you really have to go and find out from a legal perspective where it stands. But yeah, you've got to look into all that.
Right,
absolutely. It all depends, from my point of view, it depends on who's got the relationship. So you want to make sure if they hold the relationship, you need to set up your own advisors to help you out. That's the principal thing.
OK, Wilson, thanks very much.
Thank you, guys. Can I just say a quick cheerio to my mum?
Oh, yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
What a good boy. Yeah, he'll be around for that feed at lunchtime.
Yeah, you'll get a good lunch now. Ravioli, was it?
Yeah, absolutely.